Hey, so it is October and it is Black History Month here in the UK, and I'm going to show you how I made this design that you can use for personal or commercial use, all on Canva. So let's begin. So you're going to click on Create a Design, and you're going to go to Instagram Post Square 1080 by 1080. Once this loads up, obviously you have a white background here, and I need to change this to black. So what I'm going to do, it's a little slow right now today, I'm not too sure why that is. I'm going to click on the color icon here, and I'm just going to change the background to black. Next, I need 3 pillars here, which I'm going to go into elements, and I'm going to go under lines and shapes and use a square. And then I'm going to size it up, each column here, from up to down. Bring that one over. Then I'm just going to hit copy and paste. And for the middle one, just making sure that's aligned properly, perfect. I want it just a bit wider. And then again, copy and paste. And bring this more to the right. Align it up. You can still see that black line, so we just need to, I'm just going to use on the keypad, the arrow going to the left, and just move it to the left, and it should be aligned now. Perfect. And then I'm just going to center it. Perfect. Okay, and I can still see a black line here, so I'm going to move that one over just a bit. And let's see if this is now perfect. There, centered. Okay. So I need to change these colors. There are going to be 3 different colors here. So one's going to be green, one's going to be yellow, one's going to be red. So let's do the first one, which is the green one. And I kind of already know the colors that I want to use, the codes. So I'm just going to type them in. And of course, you can use this if you want. So the first one is 10863A. So I like that color green. So I'm going to select it. And then the next one, which is the gold, is going to be F8B 200. And then for red, I'm going to use E20714. Perfect. Okay, now you could do it the other way. You could just like, for me, since it's Black History, you can type in like Black History Month, and then look for colors that stand out, that you think, oh, okay, I want to use that. And then that's what I would do, is like, for instance, this swatch here, the brush here of lines, I would just place it onto the template like I've done here, and then I would go up here and change each one. Sorry, not that one. I would hit one of the pillars here, then do the same thing. Instead of writing it up here, because I know the number, you would hit the plus sign, hit the color change icon, which a circle will come up, and then move the circle to the color that you want to use, and then click it, and then it changes it to match that color. Okay, so that's another way you can do that. So in this case, like I said, I already know the colors I want, so I just manually put them in. Okay, so next I want to add that fist that's up in the air. And what I did was I typed in raised fist in elements. And this is the one that I liked a lot. So I went with that. And now I'm going to place it in the middle. And I'm going to enlarge it. And just try and center it as much as I possibly can. Perfect. Okay, so done with that part. Now the next part to this is the text. And so what I wanted it to say on this social media post was Black History Month, let us celebrate. So I'm just going to change the color to white, because that's the color I want for the text. And I'm going to just start writing in capitals, Black, next line, history, next line, month. Okay, and I'm going to align it to the left, and I'm going to then up. I'm going to change the text, the font, I should say, and like I said, since I've done this before, I know what I want, and the text is actually called Anton, and it's the first Anton. So, okay, perfect. That's what I want. Okay, so now I'm going to enlarge it, and I think let's just jump it up to about, let's say 60, and then just open it up more. Okay, that looks good. And so I don't like the huge lines in between, so we need to change that by hitting the 3 dots for more. And sorry, as I tell, you're going to hit the spacing option, and you're going to go to line spacing, and I'm going to bring it up as much as I can. Yeah, that looks good. All right, perfect. All right, and then I'm going to just move this just up a little bit more here. Now I'm going to do the next text, and bring it here, widen it up, and that's where it's going to say let us celebrate. Okay, so let us, in capitals as well, let us. Let me zoom in here, and let's close that. All right, let us celebrate. Okay, celebrate. Yep. Okay, and I'm also going to align that to the left. Bring this in some more, and we're going to change the text font to League, and I think it's Spartan, sorry. Right, there we go. And we're going to select that. Perfect. And I'm going to zoom out here. Perfect. Okay. And I'm just going to align it with the word month. So now I'm going to have to zoom back in again because I can't really see where I'm aligning this here. Okay, so I'm just going to use my arrow down, the down arrow key on my keyboard, and just bring it down a bit. Sorry, I need to click it, and now bring it down. Yeah, and then I think I need to move it. There we go. Okay, so that looks good. Now this is just all over the place, Black History Month. I want everything to be in alignment, the last letters. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go in select black. I'm going to do each one individually. I'm going to go back into spacing, and now I'm going to change the letter spacing, and I want the K to be in line with the Y, but I think that's just too wide there. So instead, actually, I'm going to start with the history, and the reason is because I'm going to be placing an image beside the word black. So once I select history, I'm going to go back into spacing, and I'm going to do the letter spacing to align with the word month, and I'm going to make sure that the bottom of the Y, the base of the Y, is in line with the H, not the top of the Y to the right. It's the bottom. So that looks good. And then with that, now I'm going to go down to let us, and I want let the end of the E to be in line with the H. So that means we need to again go into spacing. We're going to have to play around with the letter spacing as well. No, sorry, just the letter spacing. So we're just going to move it in as much as we possibly can. Okay. And okay, so I'm gonna go into the size is 18. I don't like how this is all crammed in. Let us celebrate. So I'm gonna probably reduce it down a couple, and then go into spacing, and then space out the letters. Yeah, that looks so much better. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's see how that looks. Perfect. Now I need to make room for the map of England. So first let's get the map of England. So we're going to go back into elements and we're going to type in map map of the UK actually. Okay. And then I like this one here that's in blue. So I'm going to take that one and I'm going to zoom out. Okay. And obviously we're not going to make it blue. We want to match with the text color, which is white. So we're going to go change the color, make it white. And then I'm going to decrease the size, bring it up here, zoom in. And so we need to make more room here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the word black, go back to spacing and take that letter spacing and move it to the left and just bring it in a bit. I think, let's see how that looks. I think that's okay. So what we're going to do now is take the map of the UK, bring it in to align with, oops, let's go back here. Okay, so obviously the text is overlapping this, so I'm going to position this to the back, put it backwards, and then I'll have that freedom to move the map around. Okay, so let's bring this map in a little bit more, but it's sticking out here. I need this to be in line with the Y and the H, so I'm going to go back to the word black, select it, go back to spacing, and I'm going to keep moving it down a bit. So I think that should be good. Let's start from there. Let's just move the map first, and then we can play around a little bit more with the word black. So let's see how that looks. Okay, so since the map is touching the K, we need to move in that word black a bit more here. So highlight and then spacing. And I think that looks good. Yeah, that looks okay. And then I think what I want to do, I just noticed the word history is it's really together, the letters. So let me just move that out a bit. All right, perfect. Then what I will do, I'll do the same thing for the month. So I'm just going to move everything around now. Month, spacing, alignment with the Y, and then black. Go back, click on the map, bring it more out to, I think now I'm going to be using my arrow to the right for precisement. Okay, and then with the black, I'm going to then go back into spacing and bring it to the right. And that looks good. Okay, and then we got to do the same thing for let's celebrate with the spacing in alignment with the H. How does that look? I want to zoom in here. Just move it in back a little bit. There, perfect. All right. Okay, so we've done that. And that looks good. So what I want to do is I want to group all this because it's just easy to move around if I need to move it around. So I'm just going to select everything here, but just be careful. You don't want to select the green or we'll take that with it. And then I'm going to hit Control G for group, or you can just right click and then hit, well, here it would say group, but right now because I grouped it, it says ungroup. All right, so now I can move it freely to wherever I want it to go. Perfect. Okay, so next, I think that's it. I don't think there's a next. I just need to now move it a little bit. I'm gonna zoom out so I can see it more clearly, like the whole entire thing. And I'm gonna bring it right there like that. I might make it bigger now. Let's see how that looks, because now you can stretch everything to make it bigger and everything will stay in alignment because you grouped it. And I think that looks good. Just a little bit bigger. Let it stand out. And voila, that is it, y'all. Very quick and easy design to do and make for this year's Black History Month. You are more than welcome to take this template, and I have 6 others that I created that you can use on your social media platforms. All I ask is that you just tag me in your post and just give me credit where due. And to get the link to this template as well as the 6 others, I will leave it in the description section below. If you like this video, please like and also subscribe to my page if you're feeling my videos. Thanks so much for watching. Y'all take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.